Mm-hmm. Yeah. Black Panther's panicking into backtracking after roast will threaten ICE. Let me say this right here before I start the video. Black Panthers, y'all really don't want to fuck with the military. Or any damn body. Hell, you don't even want to fuck with the damn good old white boys here. Okay, because a lot of people out here in the South or in the North don't really stand for y'all Black Panthers. And y'all getting your ass killed because of Jasmine Crockett telling y'all to come out there. Here we go. Here's some comments. I'm black and this is dumb as hell. I think we have officially discovered the dumbest people on earth. So the Black Panther Party will fight ICE, but let their communities be overrun by gang members who pose their own people. Why would any American citizen fight for legal ignorance? That's stupid. Man, that ain't no Black Panther. That's just more faking another kidnapping. ICE needs to roll up on him and arrest him for threatening federal police, which is true, he should. Where was the Black Panthers who Obama deported 3 million illegal immigrants? That's another good question. Where were y'all at when that happened, huh? Good ass question right there. Eugene Mozzarella 244? Yeah. Soon as the Black Panthers fire the first shot, the military will clean house and make them endangered. Which, that's very true. Do these Moors even understand what the hell ICE is and their mission? The first woman seems to have gotten the Civil War. I don't care if ICE surges to Philadelphia just to arrest all these clowns. None of these so-called Black Panthers are even old enough to remember the original Black Panther Party. Must be exhausting being a professional victim all day. Black Americans against the proportion of illegal immigrants are fools. Oh yeah, here we go. Active military soldiers put on standby as Minnesota ICE help. Back to the video here.
We're standing for people that are us. Black Panthers only stand for black people. That is a lie. Huey P. Newton said that we are internationalists and we stand with all oppressed people no matter what color they are.
That's bullshit.
That's the
lie.
founder of the Black Panther Party.
Found Black Panthers still with black
people.
Everybody
who's running around talking about Black Panthers don't stand up for people other than black people don't know a damn thing about the Black Panther Party. That's thing number one. Thing number two, the Black Panther Party created something called the Rainbow Coalition, which is a coalition of Hispanics, Asians, whites, and blacks from all over the world working together to fight oppression.
So everyone in the United
That's
States
bullshit.
is raving right now because the Black Panthers with the self-defense group just came out to the ICE protests with guns, straight up guns strapped up all over them, ready for war pretty much. And everyone that is not black is like, oh my god, yeah, the Black Panthers. And like, I've seen a couple black people that are really happy about it, but I don't know if this is just me, but I'm not really that happy about it. I'm just so tired of it having to be us, that it has to always be us that come out, you know, to like save the day, because I always will feel like white people should be the ones that are holding their fucking guns. You guys hold guns every day, all year long, in hospitals, in schools, in fucking movie theaters, in concerts. You bring your guns everywhere, except for where it matters. But of course, leave it to the black people. Leave it to the black people who get caught with a water gun at the age of 3 years old and get shot dead by police on their own lawns, to go outside with real guns protesting against the most corrupt police in the Western world. I 100% understand why the black community is in support of the Mexicans. I am 100% in support of not only the Mexicans, but everybody that is targeted by ICE. I'm just 100% against ICE. But I understand why the black people are supporting the people being targeted by ICE, but at the same time, I just wish it was the white people first this time. Like, you know, I really wish that the white people, for once in their whole lives, in their whole existence on this earth, just for once, were the first ones, you know, to start a little revolution, like, try to push it, like, you know what, guys, we're sorry, we're ready to die for you.
Boy. So you got to talk about what appears to be a case of instant regret here from the so-called Black Panther Party that has reemerged not to fight on behalf of black people, but to fight on behalf of
illegal immigrants. Now, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up, okay? The so-called Black Panther Party, the legendary civil rights, the militant group, right, that everybody learned about, read about it in elementary school, right? They popped out, right? Not because, again, they're fighting on behalf of black folks who've lost their lives at the hands of illegal immigrants or anything like that. No. Okay, not because black people are dying every single day in some of these liberal cities. No. Not because black crime is out of control. No, not any of that, right? To fight on behalf of illegal immigrants. You cannot make this stuff up, okay? And actually, they've gone as far as to threaten ICE directly, right? To threaten physical violence, to kill ICE agents. If they pull up to their city, in this case, this is the Philadelphia chapter. If they pull up, this guy basically threatened to shoot him, right? To kill ICE agents. Okay, this is what he said. It's going viral online. A lot of liberals are celebrating this as if, you know, this is okay when it's totally not. Take a look.
Don't no ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you that when I put a hole in their chest the size of a window, safe line repair, safe line replace, that's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you're about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, fuck around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no shit. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means if shotgun shells will shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are gonna legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public's going to be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like they're tyrants, not feeling like they're bullies because they got guns and body armor and walkie-talkies. That makes them immune to whatever the people would do. I think you want to correct the ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher, you meet them with equal force. All power to the motherfucking people. No power to the pig.
I'm going to tell y'all something. The only way we gonna get back at these ICE agents is if we put the Black Panther Party in every single state that they going to. Every single state that they going to, send the Black Panther. I don't know if y'all seen the Black Panther in 2026, but baby, they ain't nobody to play with. Their armor and their rifles are way top notch than what these ICE agents are carrying. And from the video I just seen, a Black Panther member said they will put a bullet the size of a window. They will put a hole inside the size of a window in an ICE agent if they step. And they're in Philly right now. A whole bunch of them are in Philly. And I've noticed that ICE agents ain't come to Philly because they ain't want that smoke. Because Black Panther ain't with it. Y'all want to do something different? Put Black Panthers in every single state. I can guarantee you ICE agents will act accordingly on everything. Straight up.
Ha! Oh my lord, baby girl, you do not understand what ICE would do to the Black Panthers. You don't know what the National Guard, the Marines, the Air Force, the Army would do to the Black Panthers. Okay, the Black Panthers got wiped out one time. Down in Yazoo, Mississippi. Got completely wiped the fuck out. Okay? They marched through that town. They did not march through the other side of that town. Okay, the people that wiped out those Black Panthers were regular civilians of that town. Wiped them out. Completely out. Not a single fucking person alive. Okay, so she's talking about, oh, you want to see ICE do something different? Put blood in. ICE will fucking dog walk the damn Black Panthers, okay? You have, what ICE is made up of police officers who got tired of doing police for it, went to ICE. Military people from Army, Navy, National Guard, Delta, Task Force people, Black Commandos, SCS. You gotta understand, there's not just regular people, cops and everything. There was military people who decided to work for it. Even got Delta in ICE. Okay, and this woman talking about send Black Panthers to every single state. You send them to the fucking southern states here, they're not gonna make it. They might do good up in the northern states, but you send them down to the southern states, where, let's say, Ku Klux Klan or people are at, or white groups or don't like that shit, they will not make it. Okay? Back to the video.
I just got a feeling. My gut feeling tells me that ICE will be pulling up to Philly, right? ICE will be pulling up to Philly real soon now, okay? They're doing a tour of liberal cities. And I think Philly might be next up. I mean, let's be real, right? Let's be real. These guys are clowns, right? Let's keep it all the way 100, okay? These guys are simply posing with guns, pretending to be tough guys. And the reason why you know this is because ICE is already in Philadelphia. And what have they done about it? Not a damn thing, right? ICE is already there. However, they have not sent the amount of agents that they've sent to Minneapolis and some of these other liberal cities. But even if they did, right, let's say they sent the whole squad, right? They sent thousands of officers to Philadelphia. What are these people going to do? They're not going to do a damn thing, okay? They're not going to do a damn thing. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove it to you, right? They're not really about that life, okay? Because they're already kind of walking back what was clearly said on camera. Mm-hmm. But first, I want to play some videos of black people responding to this, roasting them up, because, again, they deserve to be clowned for the clown show that they're currently trying to put on in the streets of Philadelphia. Take a look.
Y'all, I don't know what the F is going on. I'm about to show you something. So, America is so desperate for us to get involved in this ICE fight that they presented a Black Panther group. Yeah, I'm about to show you the Black Panther group, okay, that they presented that's supposed to...
And we have the Black Panther Party. Well, this cop is a good cop, and this cop is a good cop. Once they get to the slave catcher patrol, and I take it, they call them police officers now, but their name is slave catcher patrol. That's what they is. That's what they always have been. Every black officer out there, shame on you. You know how the black police officer came into fruition?
Ma'am.
You don't know shit about Black Panther.
Who are these people? Now, before I get into it, I appreciate anybody who is trying to stand up for justice, okay? Whether they are pink, red, green, whatever, right? However, what the fuck is this? Now, this is the most multicultural, this looks like the United Nations, and not only that, like, sis with the, like, striped dress, like, who is she running after? Like, who is she trying to fight? Like, how's she gonna fight in a dress? And then she had a little bow tie, her little tie on, her little ribbon. It just, I don't know what, I'm confused. I'm confused. This is not the Black Panther Party. This is more like the multicultural party. I don't know what's going on here. They are so desperate to try to get us involved that they're trying to put a makeshift group together and then put them out there. Because first of all, how is this even getting pressed? Like, what have they even done to stop ICE? Like, I don't even know what's going on with this or whatever.
When are black people going to stop fighting for black immigrants who does not respect us and our lineage? You guys are really out there in Minnesota fighting against ICE agents and shouting against ICE agents for immigrants who are on TikTok every day disrespecting us, saying that we like fried chicken, we have nothing, as if they know every black American in the world. My thing is, I love the fact that the Black Panthers are out there fighting for what they think is right, but do you not understand that these people does not like us? Do you not understand that the Democrats are fighting for immigrants way more than they are fighting for black Americans? That is why most of us now are Republicans. And if you think about it, and if you go back into history, there were black Republicans. You know, the Democrats were the KKK. The black Republicans were anti-slavery. So do your research. I'm a Republican for that reason.
So let's see if we've got this straight. These guys, the Black Panthers, are raising hell because this lady, Renee Good, was killed by an ICE agent she was trying to run down with her car. But when this lady, DeCarla Thompson, was killed by this guy, Hugo Hernandez Mendez, who is an illegal, these guys, the Black Panthers, said nothing. It was dead silent. Did you notice a pattern here? You know, I've said this 1,000 times. The left is a strange bunch of creatures. And they continue to prove one thing, that while they shout Black Lives Matter nonstop, those lives only matter to them when it fits their narrative. It's like a merry-go-round of insanity that never stops.
There was this video, and shout out to Sister Demetra for sharing this video with me, of this so-called Black Panther out there. I think he's in the Philadelphia area. And when I heard this video and heard exactly the wording this man was saying, something just went off in my spirit about this. And I want y'all to hear exactly what this guy is saying. I want y'all to hear this word for word. I want you to look at him too at the same time. I want you to look at it. And we got a lot of questions about this gentleman here, the so-called Black Panther. So let's go ahead on and check this out. The first time I watched this video, I like, first of all, who is this guy? Number one. Number two, in my spirit, I didn't feel like, yeah, man, that brother, you know, he really speaking about this, or he really standing on business. I didn't get none of that from him. You know what I was getting from him? William O'Neal vibes. If you remember, William O'Neal is the guy that was sent in to the Black Panther Party to help set up the assassination of Fred Hampton. That's what I get from this guy.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Y'all be pissing me off. What, y'all gonna try to revive the Black Panthers to protest against immigration enforcement? Why don't y'all go stop the organizations that unalive more black people than anybody in the world? Bloods, Crips, GD, Vice Lords. They've unalived more black people than the KKK have ever unalived, bro. We do more damage to each other than anyone else. And you guys are trying to deflect from that every day. You're in Philadelphia marching against ICE. Meanwhile, they got school buses with no seats, a whole row of seats missing, little kids, little black kids sitting on the ground, driving them to school. These kids' lives were in danger every time they took this trip. This should have never been why y'all not out there talking about this, protesting this? Bro, let them people at ICE do their motherfucking job, bro. I'm sorry, bro. They not looking for y'all, bro. Why y'all want to be involved so bad, bro?
Yeah, so you saying that you heard that. These people are getting roasted left and right? Getting roasted left and right. These so-called Black Panthers are showing up to defend the illegal immigrants. Complete and total clown show. Now, this guy, who made the threats on video, he's now walking it back, right? He's already coming out and saying, hey guys, you don't understand. You didn't hear what you thought that you heard, right? What I clearly said in that video about how, you know, he was going to put a hole in ICE agents, right? And ICE agents pull up, right? He said, no, you didn't actually really hear that. This is what I actually said instead. Clearly, he does not like the fact that that threat towards federal agents has gone viral and that he could be facing the consequences over that. Take a look.
All power to the people. Chairman Paul Burton from the Black Panther Party. Important for active community defense duty. Listen, I want you to pay attention to the propaganda. So that video going around about me saying, hey, if an ICE agent run up on me, you know, that ain't what happened. If you look at the video, you see I'm talking, and then he cuts to another scene, you know, instead of showing me talking straight through, because it was chopped and spliced. So what I said was, if an ICE agent run up on me, whatever force they use against me, I'm gonna use equal force to defend myself. Ain't nobody taking me nowhere or doing nothing to me. Then after that, I said, anybody runs up on me, anybody tries to do anything to me, I put a hole in them the size of a window, safe light repair, safe light replace, because I ain't nobody's victim. Now, I meant everything that I said, but the way they put it together, it sounds like I'm just making a threat, you know what I'm saying, to ICE, you know what I'm saying, and I don't know if the dude knew
what he was doing necessarily, like if he's purposely trying to make it seem like I said something like that, or if he was like, you know, he was just putting it together because he thought it sounded good, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that goes for anybody though. You know, anybody that means harm towards any black man, woman, or child, anybody that means harm towards me, I'ma shoot you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not specifically threatening anybody, but I will say about ICE, I was born here on this continent, and my dad, and his dad, and his dad, and his dad, and my mom, and her mom, and her mom, and her mom. So, my people from this continent, right? So, if somebody run up on me trying to take me somewhere else, I am going to shoot them. The reason being, because I have the right to defend myself, and there's nobody who can legally deport me to somewhere else that I wasn't born in. You know what I'm saying? I'm a citizen of this continent, right? And my people were citizens of this continent before the colonizers came over here. So you're not going to ship me nowhere. So at that point, you would be trying to kidnap me, right? And I will kill anybody who tries to kidnap me. I don't care what you call yourself. So, you know, however you want to take it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, there you heard that. Full-blown panic. I told you guys they're not really about that life, okay? He comes out and he basically walks back what clearly was a threat, right? He was threatening ICE agents. And now he's saying, well, I didn't really say what you heard me say, right? What I really said was that, well, if they do something to me, then I'm going to do something back to them, right? If they harm me, then I'm going to harm them, right? I'm going to act in self-defense. It doesn't sound like that's what you said, right? It does not sound like that's what you said in the video. It sounds to me like what he said was that if ICE agents come to Philadelphia and they are enforcing their jobs, which is to deport illegal immigrants, then you are going to shoot ICE agents in defense of the illegals. That's what it sounded like to me, okay? That's what it sounded like to me, and I think that's what a lot of people heard, okay? That you were going to defend the city from ICE agents, period. So, again, now that he's getting backlash, now that he's getting roasted because nobody takes this seriously, now he's backtracking, right? He's backtracking. And it's like, no, don't backtrack now. You open up your mouth, you said what you said, and now you probably have to put your money where your mouth is because I'm sure at some point ICE will be pulling up to Philadelphia, right? And when they pull up, we're going to see what the Black Panthers do, right? The alleged Black Panthers. I don't know who these guys are, right? This is what they're calling themselves. But we're going to see what they do. I think that they're not going to do anything. I think that they're going to sit on the street corner. They're going to talk a bunch of junk with their guns out, right? And that's it. They're not going to actually do anything. They're not going to get close to ICE agents. They're not even going to be participating in the protest. Why? Because if they go out there participating in the protest with their guns out, I don't think that it's going to end well. Right? I do not think that it's going to end well for them. I don't think that they're about that life. Okay? I think they're about talking big junk on the internet, right? For clout. But outside of that, I don't think ICE is worried about these guys. Right? I don't think ICE is worried about these guys at all. Okay? So all of these liberals out here who believe that the Black Panthers are going to save the illegals from ICE, it ain't going to happen. And when ICE pulls up to Philly or any of these liberal cities where the Black Panthers are, the Black Panthers will be nowhere to be found, right? They're not going to be anywhere in sight, okay? They're not going to save the illegals. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you. Okay, this guy is already walking back his statements for a reason. So, if you know what you guys think, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
Here with me, Ben is a senior analyst for the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Ben, I want to play out a quick soundbite from President Trump. He addressed Iran earlier today.
It looks to me that the people are taking over certain cities that nobody thought were really possible just a few weeks ago. We're watching the situation very carefully. I've made the statement very strongly that if they start killing people like they have in the past, we will get involved. We'll be hitting them very hard where it hurts.
President Trump saying that just moments ago at that press conference with oil executives in Venezuela. You saw some of the videos in Rebecca's report. From a global affairs lens, Ben, how should we weigh the protests' economic drivers versus its political drivers in explaining why this wave of protest is escalating the way it's escalating?
You've had several waves of protest in Iran over the last 15 years, and each one has been triggered by a different immediate cause. Back in 2009, it was about the elections. 2 years ago, it was the women's life freedom demonstrations, about the regime's religious codes and its dress codes. And now, with the collapse of the Iranian currency, the rial, and the rise in food prices, that has also been an immediate trigger. But as your report pointed out, this is about now a lot more than one single issue. This is really about the survival of the regime itself. And my sense is that this time really could be different. There is a very strong sense that the Iranian regime is breathing its last. Remember as well that these are the first mass demonstrations to manifest since the US and Israeli strikes on Iran last June. And those strikes delivered a message to the Iranian people that this regime is not omnipotent, it's not all powerful, it can be challenged and undermined and weakened. And I think that that's what we're seeing now on the streets of cities in all of Iran's 31 provinces.
Iran cut off internet and international calls, and there are reports that the outage was attributed to government interference. Ben, is there a reliable way to determine casualties and arrests or anything going on the ground there when the state imposes possible communication blackouts?
There are human rights groups that are based abroad that are in touch with people in Iran, and the death tolls that I've been seeing over today range between 40 and 50, including, sadly, 8 children apparently killed in these protests. Right now, it's a serious level of casualties, but we haven't quite reached the mass casualty level that we could see if the regime unleashes all of its firepower on these demonstrators. In terms of internet access, I think that's actually a major struggle. It's a major battlefield with these particular demonstrations. One of the reports that I've seen just in the last few minutes is that even the Starlink units in Iran, that private internet company that allows access to the internet that's bypassed provided by the Iranian authorities, there are widespread outages with the Starlink unit.